I think this this is a good team as well. I don't think I would make any changes to this one. But it's only that you don't have more Salah. You don't have more Salah. You need more Salah in your team. Because this one had more Salah, right? Yes, this one had more Salah. This one does not have more Salah. That's the only problem. But it's a good team. It's an okay team. I would love this team. It's nice. So on a scale of 1 to 10, because there is no more Salah, I would give this team 8 out of 10 because of the absence of Mo Salah. And I need you to give me like an overall rating of the whole team, and also tell me why you are saying what exactly is it that we changed.
Yeah, I think to get instead of Bruno, getting someone like from United, you can get Marcus Rashford.
Okay, Rashford over Bruno, I see. But do you think the fans would allow him? Like, look at this team. Look at this team. I think this team is already finished. He doesn't have anything in his bench, I bet. I mean, on his. He doesn't have any money in the bank, I bet.
I'll tell you something later after you rate it, man.
I've already given it a rating. I gave it a 9 out of 10. I like it. Overall, I gave this a 9 out of 10.
It's a team.
Well done,
my first draft.
Well done. That's a good draft. I like it. I gave it a 9 out of 10. And the reason why I gave it a 9 is because I don't know, this idea of doubling a defense, like, nah, I'm not really a big fan of that. I mean, it's Arsenal, it's very good, and they have a run of fixtures, a nice run of fixtures, but I gave it 9. But yeah, well done, mate. Well done. I like your team.
Thank you, man.
Okay. Doubling up on City. Okay, what would I do then? Gakpo. Oh, I'll give this team 6 out of 10. This team, whoever it is, whoever the owner of this team is, I'm giving your team 6 out of 10. You do not have Haaland. What are you doing in FPL, bruh? You do not have Haaland. I like the idea of having Watkins, but as long as you have Watkins in your team and Gabriel Jesus, those guys, they've got to start games. They've got to be in the starting 11. I don't know where you would put them or who you would replace them with, but I think if I was to organize this team as it is right now, I would put Watkins instead of Gay, and then Gabriel Jesus instead of Leon Bailey. Because, I mean, Leon Bailey and Watkins, both for Aston Villa, but if you look at the attack firepower of Aston Villa, it's mainly centered on Oli Watkins. So if they are to get goals, Oli Watkins is most probably 90% of the time going to be involved. So I would rather play Watkins over Bailey. But as far as the team is concerned, I mean, it's balanced. It's a balanced team, very good team. I like it. But you need Haaland. I'm sorry to say this looks like a Liverpool fan. I'm guessing you are a Liverpool fan, but you really need Haaland in your team. I mean, do you really need Trossard? You have Saka, you have Jesus. That's enough for Arsenal. Trossard, you never know if he's gonna play. They have Martinelli. They've added Havertz again to their crew now. I don't think Trossard is necessary. If you have Saka, you have Jesus, you don't need Trossard. What for? So rather, what I would do here is take away Trossard, find a very cheap midfielder, maybe something like a Enciso, and then upgrade one of those forwards to Haaland. If you really have to do that. Yeah, so I would give this. Okay, I gave this one a 6 out of 10. What do you think?
Yeah, a team without Haaland. Yeah, I think I'll give it a 5 out of 10.
Yeah. In my opinion, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to not have Haaland in your team. But it's a good team. It's balanced for the fact that he doesn't have Haaland. That's why it's a balanced team. But you need Haaland. I mean, you do not have City attacking your team. I mean, City is like the most attacking team in the league. They score the most goals in the league. You really need one of those guys. And if you're talking of scoring most goals, how are they scoring goals if not Haaland? So, unfortunately,
so I think
need
for me, I think if you decided to go without Haaland, you need one of the City midfielders.
Exactly.
You need
at least get maybe a few Foden or exactly.
Both Salah and Trent, number 1, 2, get Foden and the City defender, then you are good to go.
Yeah, City defender, he already doubling up on City with Ederson and Stones.
So. But he needs one in midfield.
But Yeah, Haaland is necessary. Haaland is necessary.
Let's
Okay, you
move on.
didn't give
Let's
me
move. Let's move to
you,
the next.
you didn't give me a rating on this one. I had given this one 8 out of 10.
Yes,
What do
for
you
me, I
say?
go with 7 out of 10.
And
I don't like Lucas Dean. I don't like
it's
also Chilwell.
oh yeah,
In
actually
this
now that
team.
I think about it, look at
Don't you
Digne.
see?
His place could be a trade for the fact that Alex Moreno
Exactly,
came
exactly,
and is
exactly.
also playing good. So you never know. There is competition there. So
There's
you cannot
competition.
bank on such players. So yeah, I had given it 8. I think I was too generous. I would give this a 7, actually, for that
Yeah.
fact. I would give it a 7. Even the bench is not
So
good enough.
no
It
Salah.
has
No Salah. No
exactly.
Salah.
That's
No
the
Salah.
reason why
Remember,
it
man.
has gone down to 8. The fact that there is no Salah in that team. Okay, yeah. Let's move on to the next one. Next, we look at this one right here.
This team I'll go with, I think, yeah. Maybe 8. 8 out of 10.
8
This
out
guy
of 10.
got exactly Alan Salah in this defense. White
But
toe
but
toes. I think but putting a Liverpool asset on bench. I like
yeah,
this.
of course, of course, of course. I mean, yeah. Cody Gakpo deserves to be in the first team as long as he is there. Probably instead of.
Exactly.
I think I remember who this guy is. I had a little bit of a chat with him in the group. And with this team, like I said, I'm gonna stick to my points. Like I said, I'm not having Douglas Luiz and Caicedo in the same team. Or I'm not having either of them in any team, by the way, because number one, Caicedo, he played for Brighton as a central defensive midfield once. He also played some time as a right back, and at any of those positions, you don't want your FPL midfielder to be playing any of those positions. Um, as far as FPL is concerned, I'm looking for somebody at least who goes for Douglas Lewis. He does at times, but mostly, like I said earlier, set pieces. But as far as Caicedo is concerned, now that he's going to Chelsea, like, yeah, there could be, yeah, he can play some games, but I don't think he can deliver the output. Okay, here, what do we have here? Trent, that's good. Haaland is there. We do not have Salah. I know it's difficult, guys. It's difficult with the budget that we have to own both Haaland and Salah. Very difficult, but to not own both Haaland and Salah, very risky, extremely risky. So you gotta have them. Of course, you can have differentials. You can have differentials to boost your rank and whatever, but the basics of FPL. People like Salah, people like Haaland, and this season, I don't know if Trent probably going to be a differential this season. I haven't seen a lot of teams with Trent, but you also need that guy. Now that he's also probably going to be a midfielder, you need Trent. I don't think Mount is essential yet. At least if you need a Man United asset, you'll be looking at people like Bruno, people like Rashford. Bruno and Rashford, for me, in my opinion, those are the Man United assets that you should be targeting. Anthony, you see, the thing with Anthony is he's not precise enough. He gets shots away. He's shooting almost all the time, and he's very selfish, which is good for FPL, but he's just not producing the output yet. So once he starts banging them goals, I feel like sometime he is gonna be good enough for FPL. But for now, it has to be either Bruno or Rashford. And the front line, I don't know if I'm ever gonna have Isak, especially if they have Wilson and Europe. Newcastle are playing in Europe. Newcastle have Wilson. So those two, if not, probably there's going to be rotation between the two of them. Or maybe we could see like the way they played last time or towards the end of last season, whereby the other one drops a bit as a 10, which is in most cases Isak, and then Wilson is the one who is like the striker. So if you need a Newcastle striker, I would rather Wilson than Isak. And then Nkunku, guys, new signings, you really have to give them time. Give them time. Of course, he was doing good in the Bundesliga. I mean, he's not Haaland. Haaland came into a Man City team that lacked a striker, that really needed a striker, that was creating chances left, right, and center. And it's Man City. highest scoring team in the league, and Haaland, the perfect striker for them. So you needed to have Haaland. It's a different case for all these other new signings. It's not going to happen. Look at Sancho at Man United. So I don't think you need Nkunku yet. Maybe sometime. Let's watch preseason. Let's watch a few first games of the league and see how he does. He's a good player, I know, but yeah, overall this team is okay. But Tillemans, I'm not sure how much it costs, but I think I would rather have Jacob Ramsey than Tillemans if I want an Aston Villa midfielder or Aston Villa budget midfielder. Jacob Ramsey, Leon Bailey, or maybe Buendia. Yeah, those three. I would have them ahead of Tillemans. Why? Because if Tillemans comes, I feel like you'll be not as much attacking as the other guys I mentioned earlier. So yeah. More Salah, guys. More Salah. And Christopher Nkunku, like I said, Christopher Nkunku and Mount, give them time. Give them time to see how they perform, how they adapt into their new teams. Not to get them immediately now. So for this team, maybe I'll give it like a 7 out of 10. There is no Salah in here. Double up on City attackers. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that with the Pep relay.
Okay. We are back. Okay.
I'm big.
apa unodzoka une dzunga ugonoka dzikamba.
Okay, Andembere guys. What is Andembere?
All right. Firstly, Timika, chekutanga, you know the default change and do it about bring in Haaland for whatever cause, and I wouldn't hesitate to sacrifice anyone just to bring in Haaland. You can't have an FPL team without Haaland. Bring in Haaland first before we. I think that's the major problem with this team. It doesn't have Haaland. And also the other thing, I'm against having Ederson in FPL. I don't know. Ederson, I don't like having Ederson in my FPL team. I think it's just expensive for nothing. Now, of course, he gets some clinches, but he doesn't. I don't think he ever gets points for save. I would take out Ederson and get a budget goalkeeper who get some saves. Like a Pickford would be better than having Ederson. And also, I can't have Ederson while I have Stones. You know, I can't double up my Man City defense while I have Stones. In Ederson is actually inexpensive goalkeeper choice. You know, so firstly, I'll bring in Haaland. For whomever, I would sacrifice anyone in that team to get Haaland, like I said before. And also, I'll sell Ederson for someone cheaper.
Try to spend at least 30 seconds or at most 30 seconds on each team, please.
All right. And also, you know, I had to say like 1,000 just to critique that team for not having Haaland. I'm sorry about that. You know, I can't hold myself back for a team without Haaland. I'll give it a 6. I would give it a 6. Oh no, this one I think is actually trash. Why can if Caicedo and Douglas Luiz in the FPL teams? Caicedo, this is not a football team. It's an FPL. What is Caicedo doing that team? What is Douglas
30 seconds. 30 seconds, man.
Please. Of course.
You are yelling at Caicedo for the entire 30 seconds.
Please. This is just too much, you know. All right, let me try to minimize. Okay, let me try to just to carry short. Okay, yeah, I think this guy is actually a rookie. He's a newbie. The way I see it, this guy is a newbie. You can't say it.
Yeah, so, but do you see what I see? What I see with this team? Can I just say something? What I see with this team is like it's like an actual football team. Like as you can see, you have fullbacks in Shaw and White, and then Gehi Stones, and then you have 2 CDMs in Caicedo.
That's what I'm saying. You're trying to build a perfect football team, but we don't want perfect football teams in FPL. We want FPL teams. So check out Caicedo, check out Douglas Luiz, please. What is that?
This is a nice 4-2-3-1 team. I think this team would do very good if it was like an actual Premier League team, but
this one
I remember I also did the same thing. Okay, a 6.
I'd give it a 6 also.
Okay, we move on to the next one.
So Mount is, I don't think Mount is a good choice at this moment. Yeah, of course. I'm not saying he's not gonna do well at Manchester United, but for now I think it's too early to have Mount and Eze. Yeah, he had a good run at the end of last season, but I wouldn't buy
Too risky.
someone like Eze. I'd give him like some
But I
time.
mean, as a budget differential, he could be a good option since Wilfred Zaha's future is not that guaranteed. He could leave anytime. So if anyone is to step up, this guy is someone to look up to.
Yeah, of course. But you know, at the start of the season, I think it'd be safer to have like someone who's a bit trustworthy. You know, like someone
Yeah.
who has a team that actually produces something. I'm not saying Eze is a bad option. Yeah, of course, it's not that bad, but I'd give him like 3-4 game weeks to show me that he's
himself.
actually carrying on from his last season performance. So yeah, it's not that bad, but Mountain Easy. No, I don't think they are.
Personally, I would do that. Personally, I would do what you just said with all new signings there. I see there is Mount, there is Nkunku and Tillemans. All those are new signings, and those guys are people you have to, give time to see how they do in their new teams.
Yeah, that's too much of new signings. You know, you can't have too many new signings. Maybe 7.
Maybe
Too many
7.
free new.
Okay, this one.
Prince, can you
Let's. It's my turn. Me and you. Let's do this one. Me and 4445 FC.
Okay,
Let's talk about this team.
I'm here. This for me, I
Yeah,
think.
Let's talk about this
I
team.
can't say
Me and
I
4445.
can't say anything about this one. Yeah, I know I can't say anything about this one.
Exactly,
Please,
exactly.
Okay, yeah,
I
you
think
go
yeah,
first.
please,
Mm,
please.
You go first.
I'll give it 10.
10. 10.
Yeah, I give it 10.
No way.
The defense,
No way.
the
No
defense is just
way.
something else.
Okay, okay. Fine.
Let's go big a bit. Stupid. Trade Alexander, Zinchenko. Sure. That defense is just something else.
Perfect.
Let's go in the mid. Mitoma. There's 14 there. I didn't see Salah.
Exactly. That's the point I was gonna raise. This thing is missing Salah. This thing is missing Salah, and that's a crime. you really don't want to miss
Okay.
Salah. Anyway, yeah. As far as the
Exactly.
team is concerned, personally, I think it's a good team. It's a very, very nice team, and uh
You give it how much?
I have no idea. Like, where do I start? What do I have to fix? But yes, you
Hello.
can't fix anything. But hey, get out of here with your phone calls. You can't fix anything, but you cannot not have Salah, especially
Yeah.
for game week 1. Maybe if his picks get bad as time goes on, yeah, you can say, I really need to make my team flexible. I believe you had a lot of money to spend on this team, right? But you cannot not have Salah. I feel like. So his team,
I think
I
it's
wouldn't give it a 10. This is not a 10. In my opinion, as long as there is no Salah in there, it cannot be a 10. But it's difficult to change anything. It looks good. It looks really, really, really good.
with the budget with both Gabriel Jesus and Haaland, I think it's very difficult to bring in Salah.
It looks perfect.
Yeah,
It
this
looks
guy
perfect. I
got
would give it a
strength.
9,
So
personally. Okay, we're going to move. We're going to bounce from this team before he starts talking.
for me, this team, I'll give it an 8. I think you deserve an 8 or an 8.5. Yeah.
Okay. And what is it
I don't
that
think
you change?
I'll change James to an Arsenal defender. I'll bring in an Arsenal defender, which means which is Gabriel at 5.0.
Okay. Let's see what Arms thinks about this one. He's here. Let's see what he thinks about this one.
All right.
We're waiting.
Yeah, this one it's not a bad team, but
What
How
about
much?
out of 10? How would you give
Out
this
of
team
10?
out of 10?
yeah, this one is a 9. It's a 9 out of 10 team. It's a good team.
Okay, he's coming. He's back. He's back. So before your network does something else to disappoint us or to break our heart, we need your opinion on this team.
All right, all right. This one is also a good team. Actually, it's a very good team. You know, Haaland, Saka, Salah. So, I'm actually thinking, how did how did this guy have all these guys? How did he squeeze all these guys in one team?
Budget.
Haaland,
Budget.
Fernandes,
That sounds good,
Salah,
budget.
Exactly.
Osimen. Yeah, this one is a good. Oh, this guy doesn't have Trent, right? I think that's why. I can't see a Trent in that team. That's why.
Yeah.
That's why. That's the reason.
That's
But
why it's
do
possible.
you think it's a good idea? It's not out there. It made it possible, but I no, you cannot, you can't have a team without Trent. You know, a defense mid. I don't know what you call it. He's a defender or a midfielder. You know,
An attacking
so you
defender.
can't have
So are you saying? So are you
So I
saying?
think
Or
that's
are you
one
saying
flaw.
already?
Eh.
Trent, Haaland, Salah. That's a lot of money, man. That's a lot. You cannot have all three.
Yeah, of
Your-
course. But the fact
Your
that
pockets will be
Klopp
busted.
deployed, yeah, you know, but the fact that Klopp deployed Trent at the end of last season in midfield, you know, that's you know, count for something.
And the creativity in that guy.
Creative, you know, free kicks, corner kicks,
Can you hear
you
me,
know, and
guys?
his crosses.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
that would be
yeah.
too much points
I-
for
Yeah, now you're giving me
you know.
something to think about. You're giving me something to ponder
So,
on.
I don't know how we're gonna squeeze them into one team, but I think he's a must-have. Trent, Haaland, Salah, they are a must-have.
The rating for this one out of 10.
I'd give it an 8 because Trent Alexander-Arnold himself alone can make a big difference in any FPL team. So I would give it an 8. It's a good team, but not having Trent.
Yeah, perfect, man. I feel like this session, I really enjoyed this session. This was fun and it was educative. I've taken some notes from there, and yeah, I'm gonna be working on my team to, make it look better from now on. And also, I hope everyone else who has this
Yeah.
team which was here can also, take a few notes from there and then work on their team as well, and make it look better.
As for me, I think I'm still confused. I don't know how can I fit in Trent in this team. I'm still confused. I'm still looking at this team and how can I fit in Trent Alexander-Arnold?
Okay.
8.0. How can I create 8.0?
We can leave that. We can leave that
I
question. That question should be a question of the day.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for your support.
Thank you. And
Bye-bye.
Yeah, it's bye for now. Cheers.